Governor Soludo commends contributions of Nnewi to development of Anambra State. Most stakeholders commend Governor Soludo for recruiting 5,000 teachers. Federal government approves the connection of Lake Ipwa to propose the Eastern Coastal Rail Line. And on the foreign scene, 36 the opposition party leaders, activists convicted in Cambodia over conspiracy charges. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give you maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. You are welcome to the news at 7. My name is Chidimma Orangwa. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has restated the commitment of Anambra State government to make Nnewi a development model. Governor Soludo was speaking at the 59th Ofala Festival and 97th birthday anniversary of the traditional ruler of Nnewi in Nnewi North local government area of Anambra State, Iwe Kenneth Orizu. Government House correspondent Valentine Mbadua has details of this report.
The double celebration attracted dignitaries from within Nnewi and beyond, including a former governor of Anambra State and the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the 2023 elections, Mr. Peter Obi, who all came to pay homage to the monarch. The festival featured cultural displays, music performances, masquerade displays, payments of homage to the monarch by individuals and groups, among entertaining cultural activities. Governor Soludo, who also paid homage to the longest-serving monarch in Nigeria and was well received by the Igwe and the people of Nnewi, recognized the impact of the monarch in the development of Nnewi and Anambra State, noting that the leadership of Igwe Orizu in Nnewi and beyond is exemplary, and prayed God to keep him alive and healthy for more years to come. The governor used the occasion to commend the people of Nnewi for their efforts towards the development of Nnewi and said that the Nnewi model should be replicated in other parts of the state towards achieving a livable and prosperous Anambra State, while saying that more needs to be done to place Nnewi on the world map. Governor Soludo called on the people of Nnewi to partner the government in making Nnewi a model, adding that Nnewi has great potentials.
Let's come together and make it a model. Okay? Nanya, I love Nnewi, and I like to make a statement with Nnewi. The resources in Nnewi can build a whole state. And today, Anasuka on the Nnewi, come, let's work together to put the Nnewi on the map.
The member representing Nnewi North at the State House of Assembly, Honorable Nonso Okafor, and the candidate of APGA for Nnewi North State Constituency, Comrade Peter Wonsu, in their separate remarks, described Igwe Orizu as a father and a patriot and asked God to bless him with renewed strength and wisdom to sustain active and impactful rulership for the greater good of Nnewi and Anambra State at large.
We are here to celebrate the 59th Ofala Festival of Igwe, Dr. K.O.N. Orizu III. He is about the longest serving monarch in Nigeria, if not in Africa. And we are here to pray God that God continue to grant him wisdom and sound health to continue to lead us on this throne, so that even in a decade to come, we will still be coming here to do Ofala and also pray to God and dedicate our town to the hands of God.
Igwe ni na Anambra State had a mama. Igwe nkadisha is a simple Igwe. Onye wutu do na Nnewi. So it's not easy. Ebele munisi na Chineke debere ayendo.
The Transition Committee Chairman of Nnewi North Local Government Area, Engineer Chris Obiora, and the Chairman of Nnewi Royal Cabinet, Chief Dan Olase, described Igwe Orizu as a peace-loving and people-oriented monarch who has continued to work for peace, unity and progress of Nnewi, and prayed God to sustain him. One of his sons, Prince Chukwudi Orizu, on his part, said that 59 years on the throne and 97 years of age are landmarks, saying that there are privileges of his understanding about life and commitment to the things of God. Igwe Kenneth Orizu is the third traditional ruler of Nnewi and longest serving monarch in Nigeria. From Nnewi, Valentine Mbadua reporting, Phoebus News.
The Anambra have been urged to shun indiscriminate burning of tires and tarred roads and inside drainages across the state. The Managing Director, Anambra State Road Maintenance Agency, AMA, Engineer Obi Nandoka, stated this during ABS flagship radio program, Nzuko Anambra. We have details of this report from our studio.
The AMA boss said that the notification is necessary, especially now that the New Year Eve is around the corner, so that people don't go out there to burn tires on the third road in the name of ending the year. According to Engineer Ndoka, burning of tires and pouring water on asphalt caused the lifespan of the road short, thereby worsening the already bad condition of roads in the state. He also described the art of channeling tap water along third roads as witnessed in some places where borehole waters are sold, describing the act as unlawful. Engineer Nduka, who said that now that the present administration has awarded contracts for over 250 kilometers of roads scattered across the states, residents should reciprocate the gesture by helping government to care for the roads by ensuring proper refuse disposal and other healthy habits. On road maintenance, while his agency was charged with, Engineer Ndoka said they have intervened on many failed roads across the states and is still working on more. He added that as their mandate implies, they could ensure that all roads in the state are motorable, aside the ones already contracted by Governor Soludo, pleading with the Anambra to exercise patience and support the present administration to achieve its laudable plans for the states.
The chairman of Anambra State Post-Primary School Service Commission, Professor Nkechi Ikediugu, has extolled Governor Chukwuma Soludo for employing 5,000 teachers into the school system to boost quality education in the state. Professor Ikediugu made this known in Awka when she attended free international seminar for teaching and learning held for secondary school principals across the state. According to Professor Ikediugu, the beneficiaries were selected based on merit as it touched mostly those who really needed the job and are qualified to handle it, saying that the processes involved in the appointment were made public and followed due process. She said the move has rekindled the hope for standard education and conducive atmosphere for teaching and learning in state schools, while noting that injecting 2,500 teachers in primary and same in secondary schools is not a child's play, even as she charged the newly recruited teachers to reciprocate Governor Soludo's gesture while being alive to their duties. She said that school principals have a lot of roles to play in the character molding of students, which will in turn enthrone a better society. More than 58 indigent students from Enugu in Njikoka local government area of Anambra State have benefited from the scholarship scheme of former Senator I.G. Abana in a ceremony witnessed by the residents of the community. The award will be implemented through Senator I.G. Abana Foundation. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike reports.
For over 8 years, the foundation has continued to live up to the tenets of its motto, touching lives positively, and its vision of scholarship scheme for indigent but intelligent secondary school and university students, financial empowerment for small-scale entrepreneurs, particularly women, free medical health services for the sick, special health intervention scheme for patients with terminal health conditions, food assistance to the needy, and establishment of center for the elderly for their good health, maintenance, and welfare. 35 undergraduates and 23 secondary school students were beneficiaries of the scholarship award. The 35 undergraduates would receive a check of 100,000 naira bursary every year. Speaking at the ceremony, a Catholic priest, Reverend Father Chukwuka Odinaka Orago, described Senator Abana as a grassroots philanthropist who could do anything that is beneficial for his people, stressing that the gesture is worthy of emulation.
This act of kindness with a type that God cannot forget. And so,
for Senator Abana, his passion for education motivated the gesture, adding that it was through education that humanity could be felt. Senator Abana pointed out that there are brilliant students who cannot afford the fees to acquire university education, noting that the responsibility is on the societies to assist such students and their parents, as according to him, education breeds development. He added that elderly people have also benefited from the foundation scheme to ensure that they maintain good health, even as he challenged well-meaning individuals to take up the responsibility of looking after the poor and elderly.
And God directed me on that trip that made me to set up this foundation. And it's been good. It's been good. Because every year we keep expanding our what we do to help the system. And also we plan to use this opportunity to call on all others who can afford to give, who can afford to help. Our people need help. Don't wait for when you have 1 million. If you can pay school fees for one person, pay. It won't take you more than 25,000, 30,000 to school this university for federal universities, state universities, 100,000, 150,000. Even if you can't pay everything, just give something to support.
Some of the beneficiaries, including Mr. Benson Egu, David Anunobi, and Cecilia Akabike, expressed gratitude to Senator Abana and his foundation, while expressing joy for benefiting from the kind gesture, noting that it will go a long way to boost their individual livelihood. From Enugu in Ejikawka local government area, Chibuzo Bidike, ABS News.
Saka was extended to the 2,000 widows who received a bag of 50 kilograms of rice each, as well as wrappers from the Emeka Alpha Foundation for this Christmas celebration. The event, which took place at Orifite in Ekwusiko local government area of Anambra State, also featured presentation of keys of newly built houses for 12 of them, courtesy of the same benefactor. Ngozi Obileri has details.
Speaking at the event, Governor Chukwuma Soludo commended Semeka for allowing the milk of human kindness flow in him. The governor, who was represented by the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Ifi Obinabo, advised the widows not to indulge in evil because of their condition. Governor Soludo said they should not allow their children to engage in crimes like cybercrime and other criminal activities, but strive to train them with good morals.
Ifuru ụfọdụ ezinụlọ naanị bụ ndị nne na-akwanye ụmụ anyị n'ifefa na-eme. Gọvanọ anyị na-ayọ anyị dịka ezigbo nne ka ịchịkọta be gị. O nwere onye gị na ya na-eme competition. Onye ọ dịlị bụ Chukwu. O Chukwu ji oke. O Chukwu na-eke. Onye bụli okenye.
Speaking during the event, Semeka said he was motivated by God to assist the widows to reduce their sufferings and poverty. He also pledged to build 50 their monthly stipend because of the current hyperinflation in the country.
I have never picked money on the street of Orifite. I didn't serve any Orifite man to get to where I got to. I owe them no apology. I owe them nothing. But whatever I'm doing is because I have seen that it is good to be good. I'm going to build 50 houses. If I very valuable something that we have to program up, I am here of one. Ndinuni agwa Maka only the commissioner could. Here we can have this one, and the Yahoo, and the now. Another way we can move and oh my God, you never Jesus. If I don't know, question. Oh my God.
Two beneficiaries, Mrs. Constance Izuka and Ifeyinwa Ilodibe, thanked their benefactor for caring for them and prayed God to sustain him with long life and good health.
My prayer to him is that God will continue.
The federal government has approved the connection of Lekki Port to the proposed Eastern Coastal Rail line for cargo evacuation. The coastal rail will connect the port through Ijebu-Ode access as part of efforts to ensure free flow of cargo movement and avoid gridlock around the port environment. Deputy Chief Operating Officer of Lekki Port, Daniel Odibe, who stated that the Lagos said the proposed rail connection to the port, if completed, will aid the cargo evacuation together with the road and barges. According to him, it has been estimated that from Lekki Port to Ijabode will be about 50 kilometers, while Ijabode to Ibadan rail line will be about 70 kilometers. He also disclosed that Lagos State government has commenced work on the construction of access roads leading to the port. He appealed for more support in the area of infrastructural development to ensure ease of cargo movement out of the port. He said the port management is also perfecting plans to bring it to 2 automated scanners to fast-track cargo examination at the port. The scanners are expected to arrive in Nigeria by February 2023 before they will be installed for use at the port. The federal government will, from January 2023, begin monitoring the implementation of the national minimum wage across the country. Chairman of the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, Ebo Nta, disclosed this in Abuja, said the monitoring exercise would have been done earlier, but for funds constraints. He charged the fellow officers to take advantage of the workshop to learn what to look out for when the exercise begins, while calling on ministries, departments and agencies to cooperate with the monitoring team. Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, said the federal government was committed to providing a decent work environment for Nigerian workers. Ngige, who was represented at the event by his special assistant, Mrs. Clara Dike, said decent work remains a key to the government's quest for a national minimum wage. The minister said complying with the National Minimum Wage Act 2019 was a sure way to ensure that workers are not shortchanged and that productivity is not endangered. And on the foreign scene, 36 opposition party leaders and activists have been convicted on conspiracy charges in Cambodia for allegedly assisting attempts by exiled members of the opposition movement to return to the country. In the latest mass trial of opponents of Cambodia's authoritarian Prime Minister Hun Sen, opposition leaders Sam Rainsy and several former top-ranking officials in his party, as well as supporters of the new banned Cambodia National Rescue Party, CNRP, were found guilty at the Phnom Penh Municipal Court. Local human rights group Lakado said at least of these convicted, including in exile after fleeing abroad, were tried in absentia and arrest. The conspiracy charges related to alleged efforts by the defendants to help opposition leaders, including the party's deputy CNRP leader, Mun So Chua, returned to Cambodia in 2021 to appear as defendants in an earlier mass trial. According to Lee Kaho, Mun So Chua was unable to return from exile after the government canceled her Cambodian passport and refused to issue an entry visa. The sentences range from 5 to 7 years, according to Likado, and worse, the latest mass trial targeting dozens of opposition members and supporters in Cambodia. Now in sports, Anthony Joshua has admitted he is out of the championship title race as he plans his next step in his heavyweight division. Joshua was then offered a shot at the WBC belt by Tyson Fury, but the Britons could not come to an agreement over what would have been the biggest heavyweight fight of this generation. Fury instead boxed Derek Chisora for a third time, beating his compatriot through TKO to stay undefeated. Joshua, 33, has meanwhile been linked with a potential rematch against Dillian White, whom AJ lost to at amateur but knocked out in 2015 professional contest. Remember that you can follow ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Orca. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Orca. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now a quick look at our major stories. Governor Soludo has commended contributions of Ndinewi to development of Anambra State. More stakeholders have commended Governor Soludo for recruiting 5,000 teachers. Federal government has approved the connection of Lekki Port to propose the Eastern Coastal Rail Line. And we also told you on the fairing scene that 36 opposition party leaders, activists have been convicted in Cambodia over conspiracy charges. Remember that Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround, maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's it on the news at 7. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Good morning.